Hello, everyone. Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been sparking a lot of curiosity. Can a vegan diet truly support recovery after cancer? It's a big question, one filled with hope, skepticism, and plenty of debate. So, grab a cozy cup of tea, settle in, and let's explore this together, through real stories, grounded science, and practical tips you can weave into your own life. Picture yourself sitting on a porch, the morning sun filtering through the trees, as we chat like old friends. Maybe you or someone you love has heard about a person who transformed their diet and felt stronger after facing cancer. Perhaps you're wondering, could giving up meat and dairy really make a difference? Let's embark on this journey, not just with studies and data, but with heartfelt stories, relatable experiences, and advice tailored for those of us in our golden years. Susan's story and the power of change. Let's start with Susan, a 62-year-old from the suburbs of Chicago. Susan used to look forward to her weekend barbecues, savoring juicy steaks and creamy cheddar cheese. But a few years ago, a breast cancer diagnosis turned her world upside down. During the exhausting days of chemotherapy, she stumbled across an article about how a vegan diet might help the body heal. At first, she was skeptical. How could eating just plants help me through this? She thought. But with a "why not" attitude, Susan began her vegan journey. Susan isn't alone. Across the US and Europe, many older adults are turning to vegan diets as a way to support their health after a cancer diagnosis. So, what makes this way of eating so special? And does it really live up to the hype? What is a vegan diet, anyway? Before we dive deeper, let's clear up what a vegan diet actually means. It's not just eating salads. A vegan diet eliminates all animal products. No meat, no fish, no dairy, no eggs, not even honey. Instead, it's built around plant-based foods, vibrant greens, juicy fruits, whole grains, beans, nuts, and other nutrient-packed goodies. It might sound simple, but once you step into this world, you'll find it's richer and more varied than you might expect. For those of us who've spent decades enjoying classic Western meals, think burgers, mashed potatoes with butter, or a slice of cheesy pizza, the idea of going fully plant-based can feel daunting. But don't worry. We'll explore how to make this transition smooth, enjoyable, and tailored to the needs of older adults looking to nurture their health. What does science say about vegan diets and cancer? Now, let's get to the heart of it. Does a vegan diet really help with cancer recovery? I promise to keep this light and avoid drowning you in jargon or endless statistics. Research suggests that plant-based diets can offer real benefits for overall health. Vegan foods are typically high in fiber, vitamins, and minerals while being low in saturated fats and cholesterol. This is especially important after cancer treatment, when your body craves nourishment to rebuild and strengthen your immune system. A study from the American Cancer Society found that people who eat more fruits and vegetables and less processed meat may have a lower risk of recurrence for certain cancers. Here's the catch, though: not all cancers respond the same way to a vegan diet. For example, breast cancer and colorectal cancer seem to benefit more from plant-based eating, while other types may not show as clear a connection. This doesn't mean a vegan diet is a cure-all, but it can be a valuable piece of the puzzle when it comes to health. Take Susan, for instance. After a few months of eating vegan, she noticed she felt less fatigued and had more energy. She wasn't sure if it was directly tied to her cancer recovery, but the change was undeniable. Science backs this up. Plant-based foods are packed with antioxidants and phytochemicals, which help reduce inflammation and protect cells from damage. Listening to your body. It's more than just food. One key thing to remember is that recovering from cancer isn't just about what's on your plate. It's about how you care for your body and mind as a whole. When Susan started her vegan diet, she also joined a gentle yoga class and began taking daily walks in the park near her home. These small changes, paired with her new way of eating, made her feel like she was coming back to life. For older adults, combining a vegan diet with other healthy habits can be a game-changer. Something as simple as a 20-minute walk, staying hydrated, or practicing a few minutes of mindfulness to ease stress can amplify the benefits. Think of a vegan diet as part of a bigger lifestyle, not a magic bullet. The challenges of going vegan. Let's be real, switching to a vegan diet isn't always a walk in the park, especially if you've spent years enjoying traditional comfort foods. John, a 68-year-old from London, shared that he felt lost when he first tried going vegan. "I didn't know what to cook besides salads," he chuckled. And I miss cheese like crazy. These struggles are common. For older adults, changing eating habits can feel extra challenging due to health concerns, like digestion issues, or simply because favorite dishes have been part of life for decades. Many also worry about missing out on key nutrients, like protein, vitamin B12, or iron, when cutting out animal products. The good news: these concerns can be addressed. Protein is abundant in lentils, tofu, or quinoa. Vitamin B12 can come from fortified plant milks or a simple supplement. Iron. Load up on dark leafy greens, beans, and dried fruits. The key is planning carefully and, if needed, consulting a doctor or dietitian to ensure you're on the right track. How to start with ease. If you're curious about trying a vegan diet, start small. You don't need to overhaul everything overnight. Here are some practical tips, inspired by folks like Susan and John, to help you ease into it without feeling overwhelmed. Tweak one meal at a time. Instead of ditching meat entirely, try a few vegan meals a week. Think hearty lentil soup or a veggie-packed pasta with tomato sauce. Explore new recipes. There are thousands of vegan recipes online, from creamy pumpkin soup to black bean burgers. Find ones that feel familiar to your taste buds. Make it fun. Eating should be joyful. Visit a farmer's market, pick out fresh produce, and turn cooking into a creative adventure. Tune into your body. If you feel tired or low on energy, check if you're getting enough calories and nutrients. Sometimes, adding a handful of walnuts or a dollop of avocado can make all the difference. Stories that inspire. Let's circle back to Susan for a moment. After a year of eating vegan, she didn't just feel better. She discovered a new passion for cooking. She started experimenting with vegan banana bread and even hosted small dinner parties to share her plant-based creations with friends. "I never thought I'd love cooking this much," she said. "And the best part? I feel like I'm taking care of myself from the inside out." Then there's Maria, a 70-year-old from Italy. After treatment for colorectal cancer, Maria decided to try a vegan diet on a friend's recommendation. She began with familiar Italian dishes, like pasta with fresh basil pesto, minus the cheese, and slowly noticed she felt less bloated and more energized. "I'm not sure if this diet cured my cancer," Maria said, "but it makes me feel light and full of life." Stories like Susan's and Maria's remind us that a vegan diet isn't just about health. It's about rediscovering joy, trying new things, and feeling connected to your body. Heartfelt advice. If you or a loved one are considering a vegan diet to support cancer recovery, here's some heartfelt advice. Be kind to yourself. Changing how you eat takes time. Don't beat yourself up if you sneak a piece of cheese or a non-vegan cookie. It's about progress, not perfection. Find your community. Join online forums or local groups where you can share experiences and learn from others. There are plenty of spaces for older adults interested in plant-based living. Honor your body. Everyone's journey is unique. What works for Susan or Maria might not be exactly right for you. Listen to your body and do what feels best. Embrace the journey. Don't just focus on health goals. Let a vegan diet open up a world of new flavors, colors, and creativity in your kitchen. So, what's the truth? Does a vegan diet hold the key to cancer recovery? The answer isn't a simple yes or no. Science shows it can support overall health, reduce inflammation, and provide essential nutrients to help your body heal. Stories like Susan's and Maria's suggest that, for some, this way of eating brings not just physical benefits but also a renewed sense of hope and vitality. That said, a vegan diet isn't a one-size-fits-all solution. It works best when paired with medical treatment, holistic care, and a balanced lifestyle. Most importantly, always check with your doctor before making major dietary changes, especially during cancer treatment. Connecting with yourself. The road to cancer recovery can be long and challenging, but it's also filled with hope. A vegan diet might just be a companion on that journey, helping you feel stronger, lighter, and more in tune with your body. Whether you go fully vegan or simply add a few plant-based meals to your week, the key is that you're nurturing yourself with care and intention. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts mean the world to us, so don't hold back. Reading your comments gives us the motivation and encouragement to keep going. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you in the next video.